make some bread. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Roy Family Homestead. We're making some artisan bread. It's only 4 ingredients. I want to give a big shout out to Big Family Homestead, Brad and Krista. They had the recipe on their YouTube channel. This is the first time we're trying it, so here we go.
Okay, so let's get this 4 ingredients mixed up. You need a big bowl and a lid to put on it so it's setting. So we've got that set up. We've got our flour, our dry active yeast, salt, and warm water that's almost too hot to touch, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to put in the salt, and we're going to put in the dry active yeast. So it's 2 tablespoons of each one of those. And then we're going to put in 4 cups of warm water that's, like I said, almost too hot to touch. So we'll put that in there. And we're going to mix those ingredients up.
It smells like my mac and cheese.
Alright, once that's good and mixed up, then we're going to go put in our 8 cups of flour. Now we're using all-purpose flour. The original recipe was for bread flour, but all-purpose flour is less expensive, and we did some little research, watched other videos of comparison all-purpose flour to bread flour, and really the end result is about the same. So that's why we're going with all-purpose flour. Do this without making a mess.
Let's chop too. Wow, Tracy. You're making a mess.
Yeah, Brad and Krista from Big Family Homestead. Brad said he absolutely loves this bread, and like I said, we're going to try it the way, pretty much the way they made it. I want to try it in an actual loaf pan, I guess that's what it's called, and make like, you know, a loaf of bread out of this stuff. But like I said, as soon as they pulled it out of the oven, Brad couldn't wait. He was digging in the top of it as soon as it come out of the oven. So anyway,
Oh yeah, that smells very
starting to get kind of hard to mix.
It's thickening up. Alright, so I've got Ron over there washing his hands real good so he can come over here and mix the dough. It's getting a little bit thicker doing it with a spoon, so I'm going to let him do the hard work with some elbow grease. And we'll get the girls to go wash their hands too. We might as well make it a family affair.
So really knead it good so there's no, you know, dry flour. Mix, mix, mix.
Okay, so now we've got it all kneaded and mixed up together. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on, but we don't want it seal it on all sides. You want to have it open a little bit here on the corner so that way it's rising, it can breathe, and also it may push the lid up and it won't be completely contained. We're going to let it sit.
Won't blow the lid off, huh?
Right. We're going to let it sit for 2 hours, just like that. And then we'll be back.
Can we watch TV?
Well guys, we're back. It's been 4 hours, not 2 hours, on the dough rising because this was our first one. Apparently we got the water too hot and it killed the yeast. So after 2 hours it just sat there. So we made another batch real quick. It's been sitting for 2 hours, and lo and behold, it did what it's supposed to do. Yay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get it all pushed down and get the lid on it, get in the refrigerator, and we'll bake one tomorrow since it's already later in the evening. We'll bake one tomorrow and get back with you guys.
Alright guys, so it's the next day. We've left our dough in the refrigerator overnight, let it do its thing. We're going to come in, I'm going to get about a pound or so dough out to make 1 loaf of bread, put the rest back in the refrigerator because it'll keep for 2 weeks like it is. So I'm just going to get a little flour on my hand, put a little flour on top of the dough. Put a little flour on my parchment paper. Alright, so then we're going to grab us a hunk of this dough. Grab. I'm not going to just make us a nice little softball size. And don't want to knead it too much, but I'm just going to kind of roll it under to make a nice smooth surface on the top. And we're going to put it down like so, and we're going to let it sit out now on the counter for 40 minutes or so, maybe an hour, depending on how quickly it gets back to room temperature before we put it in the oven. All right, so we've let the bread rise and come to room temperature. We've got our oven preheated to 450 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and score the top of the bread so that way it gives it a really nice artesian look to it, but also it helps it from cracking when it bakes. It'll rise real pretty. Now you can either do an egg wash on top of it, which will make it a little more brown, or butter. We're going to do butter. Yummy, yummy. Alright, I'm going to take some melted butter.
Oh, you got that kind of thing.
What kind of thing?
That.
This brush?
Yeah.
Because that's what it's for. It's to baste and brush things on. That's what this utensil's for in the kitchen. Isn't that neat? Alright, so Danica, if you'll pop down a little bit, I'm going to open up the oven so we can put it inside.
Move back, baby. It's hot.
There we go. Alright, all the way back. All the way back. I'm going to open it all the way up. Alright, so what I've done is, if you have a pizza stone, it works really well, but I don't have one. Hint, hint, Christmas present. Ha ha. So I've taken a cookie sheet, flipped it upside down so that way it's on a flat surface. It doesn't have any edges on it. And then I'm just going to pop this down in here on this parchment paper. And we're going to let it bake for about 30 minutes until it's nice and risen really well and nice and brown. Now, my girls, or our girls, like softer bread, so we're not going to do anything else. But if you want a crispier, thicker crust, you can put about a cup of water in another pan and put it in the oven with it. So now we just wait for it to bake.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
All right, guys, it's time for it to come out.
I can't wait. Yeah, no, look at. Oh my goodness, look at that.
It's gonna be so good without the crust.
That is going to be awesome. Look how beautiful that is.
Can we taste some?
Wait a minute.
Oh, I wasn't watching. I was so busy looking at the bread, I wasn't keeping the camera on it. But oh yeah, that is beautiful. And are you going to brush butter on it now?
Sure.
Yummy, good
Put a
stuff.
little more butter on there.
Yeah. Soften that crust up real good. Oh wow, that's gonna. Oh, I can't wait to try some mulberry jam on that.
Mommy,
Back up, baby. It's hot
can I
now.
have a strawberry? This one's ready.
Is that strawberry ready?
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna have
Oh
it.
wow, look at that. And it smells. Oh my God, that
Whoa, it's
smells so good.
All right, let me get it over to this bar and we'll get some cut up, okay?
Are you gonna cut it now, or wait a little bit for it to cool?
I'm gonna let it cool.
Okay.
Just cut that out, okay?
All right.
That looks gorgeous.
All
Looks
right.
good, don't it?
We're gonna let it sit here and cool for a little bit, and then we'll cut it up and give it a taste.
I can't wait. Wow, look at that.
All right, we've let it cool a little bit, but Ron can't wait. So let's go ahead and cut a piece off and see how good it is.
I can't wait. I gotta try this.
And me. I can't
Cut
wait
him a
for
teeny tiny little piece of the butt. A heel, however you want to say it. There you go.
Booty.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that looks good. Let me see the other part where you cut into it, the bread. Oh, yeah.
Let me
That's
see.
perfect.
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
All right.
My mouth is watering.
Ron's mouth is watering. All right, let me
Yeah.
hand this to him.
All
My
right.
mouth is watering too.
Okay, we're gonna switch around. I'm gonna let her take this and get me taking a bite. I can't wait.
Oh my god.
God, it smells good.
My mouth is just watering watching him eat it. Oh my god.
Mm.
I gotta get some of that bread.
That is really good.
How
my
good is
God.
Yummy.
And see, we didn't do the water, so the crust is not real thick. Mm. That is so good.
Can I
try Right.
some?
I think the other girls want some, so we're gonna go ahead and slice this up and let everybody get a taste. Oh yeah, better hurry up because it's gonna be gone.
It's really good. Probably.
You want, then if you want mulberry,
Yeah.
now you want honey.
And if you
butter.
So Bianca, what are you getting? You getting mulberry? Okay.
More
And you're
baby.
getting
Peach butter.
homemade peach butter.
I want to do it.
No, ma'am.
Mommy.
Guys, if y'all have never had
Peach butter.
peach butter,
It's
you
really
have
good.
got to try it.
Yes.
It's
Good.
It's like
Ooh,
apple butter,
it's
but
kinda hot,
better.
It's, kinda hot.
It's not that hot.
It's squishy too.
Good? What do you think?
I can't get a bite of it, Jim. I'm having 2 scoops.
2 scoops of mulberry. There you go. What you think?
Ooh, it's
It's
hot.
so good, ain't it? Let me get around here with Danica.
Give it a pop taste. Hey. Hi.
What you think?
The crunch, not too crunchy.
Mm-hmm. Is the bread soft in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ava.
nice and warm.
Put the spoon down. Thank you.
Awesome.
The mulberry is really good with that.
Yeah, the homemade mulberry jam. And guys, if you'll look, we've got another video where we went and picked the mulberries, and then another video where we actually, Penny made mulberry jam. What do you think, baby?
Delicious.
You're delicious.
I'm
Okay, guys, I'm going to shut this down because I want to get another piece of that. All right, guys, just an update on this artisan bread that we made. As you can see here, about half of that loaf is gone already.
Yep.
Oh my God, this stuff is good. Y'all definitely have to try it. Thank you for watching, and as always, y'all have a great day.